Good vibes, child of God. Welcome on our show of today. I am Y311H, and it's such a pleasure to be your host on this episode. Good vibes, child of God. Here we react to videos. Good vibes videos like the ones we shall be seeing today, with lots of information, some mind blowing, interesting, funny, all types of information. But these reactions, my friend, we do them with love because that's what our message here is all about. Peace, trying to unite all earthlings in the whole world because my friend, there's a lot of interesting, unique, and wonderful children out there in this world. That way, we can all be forgiving, honest with one another, and can ask for forgiveness from our Creator as one people. Now, good vibes soul. For us to do that perfectly. Wait. The bunnies here have found some things I had hidden. Ah, yeah. As I was saying, for us to achieve that perfectly, we are always guided by our God, the supreme maker of all, the one that made you be my friend, the creator of your soul. That maker, we talk to them before we start any of our shows. We shall be doing that shortly. Just hold on. Because before we do that, I'd like to help you in adding strength to your soul. How do we do that? Well, we shall hear. We read from the book of wisdom, which says today, do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way as you judge others, you will be judged. And with the same measure you use, it will be measured to you. Do not judge. Be loving and kind. That is from Matthew 7, verse 1. Let's pray, my friend, talk with our Creator, and ask them to guide us in this show of today. Thank you, dear Lord Father, for giving us this chance to be alive and to come before your presence today. All glory and honor belong unto you, Father. Today we come before you in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, Father. Together with your beautiful, adorable child, today's viewer, dear Lord, we are grateful for life. Thank you, dear Lord, for the videos that we have today. Thank you, Father, for you shall be with us when we shall be reacting to the videos with your child, Father. And this viewer, from where they are watching from, dear Lord, may you impact their lives. Touch them with your goodness and kindness, Father. Soften their hearts, dear Lord. Help them carry all their burdens, Father, and give them eternal joy and peace in their lives, Father. Be gracious to them and lead them in your paths, Father. And in your mercies, dear Lord, may you forgive this viewer all their sins, Father. May they see your goodness through this video and through the people around them. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Let's dive in, child of God. Good vibes, man.
Someone honestly tell me what is going on in this video.
I believe that God told me that my wife was here. And so whoever was planning on approaching me tonight, yeah, I'm ready. If you're ready to get married, I'm ready. I got a ring earlier today at JCPenney. Again, when you have the gift of faith and the gift of working in miracles, it makes you believe that all things are possible to him that believe.
Now, I'm not trying to make fun of anybody or anything to that nature. But I'm genuinely asking, like, if anyone knows, like, why are these women wearing that mask over their head? And what type of church is this? And why or what is even happening here? Yeah.
Whoa. What is this?
What's the next step? What do we got?
The next step is the next step. It means it must come out. You know, it's been.
Do you have a release date?
You know what? They did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me, so I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy because at the Brighter Days clinic they do the memory erasure, you know?
If you could remember, struggle, tell me. Give me a date. Give me a date.
You know what? I'll have to go back to the clinic and see if they can restore my
If
memory.
they're going to be soon, because the fans want to know, Ariana.
So soon?
I'm sorry, Brighter Days what? Memory what? What? Did she just say the quiet part out loud? Did Ariana Grande just basically prove what we've all been saying? I'm at a loss of words right now. I feel like Ariana Grande. She literally said out loud they did a Brighter Days memory erasure treatment. Does that sound like something we shouldn't be talking about, that we've already talked about, that our videos get taken down for? You guys could type it in the comments. I am not risking this video getting taken down. Memory erasure treatment. And then when she couldn't remember, she said maybe I could go back and they could restore some of my memory. What? Her management and publicist are going to her. And they're scrambling right now to try to clean this up. Wow. And one last thing. Why did that reporter just casually skim past that? He had no reaction to that whatsoever. He's like, oh, well, if you could possibly remember. Not ask the right questions, dude. Be like, what is that place that you are referring to, Ariana?
The most intelligent computer in the world, called Google's neural network. And it has a deep fake detector program that's never been wrong. You can feed it a video of Biden or Trump. It'll tell you in 1 second whether it's real or not. They fed it pictures of the surface of the moon from the unmanned Chinese probes from 2014. Said they're real. Every Apollo picture it said was fake. It had a fake backdrop. It was taken in a television studio. That's the most intelligent computer in the world who can understand the pixels. One of them, it suggested that this wasn't even a full-size lunar module, that it was a miniature. And that's how they were able to do wide landscapes, because one of the astronauts' figures, the AI said, was a miniature because the footsteps, shadows, weren't normal the way a person would walk, that they were stamped in there with a fake footprint.
I don't believe in coincidences, but if I did, these would be a few of my favorites. The way that the sun and the moon are dramatically different sizes, but are spaced in a way from the Earth that makes them look the same size. And their shadows can overlap each other perfectly. What a wild coincidence. Oh, I love how the Colorado River carved the Grand Canyon, but like tons of other bigger, stronger rivers don't carve canyons. That's such a wacky coincidence. How about when people make their cars run more efficiently and like use less gas, then they mysteriously unalive? That's a weird coincidence. Or how about that a bunch of people online started talking about something called Project Bluebeam, and then a bunch of disclosure about UFOs started coming out? That's a weird coincidence. I think my problem is I was born not believing in coincidence. I've been asking too many questions since the day I started talking, and my brain is never satisfied. What's your favorite coincidence?
Well, you know, I was up in space for about 9 months, never wore a helmet once. Once I got back down to Earth, I had to put that plastic thing on. Don't want that oxygen to fucking kill me, you know what I mean? Hell, it's 2025 out here and we're wearing Spirit Halloween astronaut costumes. Doesn't even have a port entry for fucking any wires or fucking air, anything. How about the new boots? They're actually separate boots from the fucking white pleather suit she has on with a fucking zipper. So if the door perhaps flies open while you're in space, your butthole's gonna fly through your fucking pant leg. Also, you may want to put the plastic shield down so it actually looks like an authentic fucking picture.
How many times I done told you, clean your kitchen, clean the food off the stove. Stop leaving the food on the stove overnight in your kitchen. When you sleep at night, the unclean spirits come and they eat the food, they feast off the food in your kitchen. You say you not inviting, but you leaving an offering. Clean your kitchen. See, I done did the best I can do teaching you. I done did the best I can do. Cause see, Granny ain't always gonna be around. I ain't always gonna be around. I'm fit to go. You got shadows up in here. You need to clean, baby. You need to clean.
This guy ate 720 eggs in a month. Here's what happened to his body. This is Nick Norwitz, a student at Harvard Medical School. Now, during his month-long egg escapade, he ate 720 eggs, which works out to 24 a day or 2 dozen a day. Eggs are absolutely packed with nutrients. They are nature's multivitamin. Look at all of these. And the main reason that people avoid eating a lot of eggs is because they impact your cholesterol. Or do they? Now, during his month, he noticed that his cholesterol did not change. And it wasn't until he added carbs and sugars back into his diet that he noticed a difference. And he noticed that his bad cholesterol went up. Well, why is this? Our body exists in a state of balance, specifically with our hormones. This is the reason that when men get older and their testosterone lowers, they notice other changes. And same thing with women and menopause. When your hormones change, there is a ripple effect. And when your body has too much of the hormone insulin, it throws your cholesterol out of whack. When you are insulin sensitive, your body is good at maintaining a certain amount of fat. But insulin resistance makes this more difficult. And by reversing insulin resistance, you can change a whole host of chronic health issues like the ones that are listed.
Hey, English people, sometimes I'm really amazed by the things you see here. You see, all earthlings are good vibes. Like this experiment you've just heard about. That one is really hilarious. You see, good vibe sauce. There is a difference between a chicken brought up in English lands and one in this side of the lands. I mean, there's also a big difference between a chicken that grows somewhere where it is always in one cage or a caged chicken and a chicken that moves freely. How they produce eggs, the eggs are different, even the quacking of both the chickens is not the same if you listen carefully. And now, in this side of the world, chickens just roam freely anywhere. The only place they are not allowed to reach is somewhere where people sleep because you know chickens can always do the mess. Anyway, what I'm driving to say, good vibe sauce, is this. I think the experiment the guy did, he really did it. But the eggs he used to do the experiment, I don't think are the real eggs. From this side of the world, my friend, if that guy tried that experiment with the eggs here, the the ones we eat from our chicken, I we could be seeing another story here. You see, the guy could have finished the experiment in 1 week. Himself, he could have told you guys never to try that. Anyway, who knows? Things are different in different places of the world. Just like we have seen in that first video of some good vibe sauce in a church. And apparently, in that church, women are allowed to cover their faces with a mask. What type? Do you know of that church? Good vibes also watching. Tell us down below and let's continue watching. Interesting stuff coming up, by the way.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm a waxer. We need to have a chat. Sorry, I'm in between clients right now. I have 20 minutes to eat my lunch, so I'm doing it at the same time. But to preface this video and say I'm not trying to shame anyone. I'm just being super honest. Being a woman, a waxer, you realize that not everyone grew up with the same knowledge of hygiene, feminine hygiene as you. And like I said, this is more meant so to be educational, but I need to set the scene so you guys understand what it's like when some people lay down on our table. Now you have to understand, as a waxer, there's a lot of things that I don't care about. You're like, oh, my hair is so long. I don't care. That's the point. Like, sorry, I'm sweating like in the middle of the wax. Girl, I don't care. I don't care about your hyperpigmentation. I don't care about your ingrown hairs, your weight. I don't care about your size. I don't care what you wore to come. Like, I don't care. But there is a certain level of personal hygiene that I think people don't realize you have to take extra care of the bits and goodies that are downstairs when you're a woman. And these are things that if you do not learn as a child growing up, you really don't know. Men don't really care when they're having sex with you. So then when you have another woman down there, a service provider, it's like, wait, just so you know, this is going on downstairs. Being honest, if you didn't know this, now you know. you need to wipe front to back. As a waxer, when you wipe back to front, I can tell. Your feces is smearing into your discharge, and it's all the way up the front of you. And obviously this has a smell, but this is like severely unhygienic and it's introducing a lot of bacteria into the area, and you are very prone to UTIs when this happens. And honestly speaking, some women don't know this, like genuinely don't know, because honestly wiping back to front is easier, but it's not right. You need to be exfoliating your whole body. You need to use a washcloth or a loofah of some sort. I use a silicone loofah because it is not harboring with bacteria as like a netted loofah. You need to use something to wash your body. You need to wash your whole body. You need to spread your cheeks and get the water in between your cheeks when you're in the shower. You need to wash your legs. You need to wash your feet. You cannot just use your hands. It may not seem like a hygiene thing, but this is a respect and a manners thing. I can't tell you how many times I've had clients come in, hey, sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was at a workout class. Hey, sorry I'm a few minutes late. I just came from the gym. Why would you do that? And listen, I'm one for charging a late fee and a no-show fee. I will charge you. But if you're like, hey, I was just at the gym and I am sweaty down there and I just worked out for 2 hours, or I just came from a hot mat class, a hot yoga class. I need to shower before my wax appointment. I promise you, I might even give you a discount. Like, if you are sexually active with your partner before your appointment, chances are high that we know. Number one, it has a smell. But if he nuts inside of you, it's coming out on our table. When we pull the strip, you lose control of that area in your pelvic floor for like a few seconds here and there. It comes out. And listen, that's y'all's business. Do what you need to do. I'm grown. I'm pregnant. I get it. It gets to a point where like you need to have that under control before everything is out on the table. Because everything will be out on the table. Believe that. Unfortunately for me, it will be. So even just like that's a manners thing. That's something we need to be mindful of for going to our appointments. Like, this is why people have sit-down air, if you don't know. This is why people have sit-down air, because they are not clean down there. And this is the area of you that you never see and that you can't really get to. That's why people come and get waxed, because nobody's trying to shave in between the crevices. But they do need to be clean. And number one, the reasons that I'm saying this is because, like, so I've had situations where, like, clients genuinely, I have a hard time waxing them because of odors and things like that. Mind you, I am pregnant, so I'm sensitive, but like even before then, if you come and you have feces smeared all the way up to your vulva, the entire room smells like poop. I got clients after you, and then now I'm running late because I'm trying to air out the room. Like, mind you, I'm face first in your crotch, trying to do service for you. I need you guys to understand, although I'm being like firm in this video, trying to be educational, I'm not trying to shame y'all. People literally don't know, and that's okay. And like I said, there's a lot of things I don't care about when I wax you. Like, even people be farting on the table, stuff like that. People be farting on the table when I get facials and they're asleep. Like, you really can't help, especially when you're, spread eagle, butt naked on a bed. Like, it happens when I'm pulling a strip. That's totally fine. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Things like that, though, it's fine. But the things that you can control, you need to control. And not just because you're getting a wax. You need to control these things because this is your body and your health. Especially if you are someone that is sexually active and has a sexual partner, man, woman, whoever. And, check yourselves. I would say it's a small percentage of women watching this video that have ever taken a mirror or their phone and gone like this. Listen, it's not always a pretty sight. It's not. And really looked at yourself. You should not have toilet paper crumbs that have been in your lips for a few days. And the first time they're getting out is when I'm waxing them out. There was a time that I thought a client had a tampon in, which is totally fine. I wax clients on their period all the time. I just tell them I do prefer that you wear a tampon. I don't want you to free bleed onto the table. Just thought she had a tampon in. I go to move the string because I'm trying to get this side. It's toilet paper that has been wadded up so far into her lips that it looked like a tampon string. But like, there's just so many things that if I were to tell y'all, you would be like, why do people do that? And you would be surprised that it happens as often as it does. Just telling you, be mindful when you're going into these services. But beyond the fact that it's for the services, this is your health. Things build up, things accumulate, bacteria harbors. Bacteria loves moisture, bacteria loves heat, bacteria loves confined spaces. Like, everything that has to do with a woman's female anatomy Bacteria loves that. Even on your best day, your body is still fighting those things out. So give yourself a fighting chance. Take care of yourself. Clean yourself. Take the time. It's part of loving yourself, and it is self-care. I don't want to see anyone spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on their face and you haven't washed your genitals in a few weeks. Haven't been cleaned out since the last time I waxed you. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I gotta go. And please, I was not trying to sound rude, but it gets to a point.
Wow. Through this video, every day, constantly, I seem to believe more that we live in different worlds. It's like English words is another world. You see? Today, I've had things that I've never had before. I think my life just shifted to another reality if those things are true. Because I've never had someone talk about the things this good vibe here was talking about anywhere. Not parents, religious people, especially. What even surprised me more, she was talking about those things, and at the same time, she's eating good vibe sauce. Where do you live? What? English people. You mean you're that developed? Oh my God. You see that one? I was a bit disturbed in that story. First, I can't understand. There is a hospital or is a clinic. English people. These are things that go on. Honestly, there is a place where people go to do the things that were being talked about there. Oh, I'm out of words, to be honest. Let's continue watching the videos, and please, I'm even feeling ashamed to ask you if you have ever encountered or been in one of those places. You see, unless I put me, have you ever, my friend? Hey, let's continue. Good vibe sauce. This is crazy.
This is something that I do that I've never seen done before, and I want to share it with you, okay? So when I wake up in the morning, I make my bed from inside the bed. So let's pretend I'm asleep and I just woke up for a brand new day. What I'll do, right, when I wake up is I'll set this pillow here. I'll set this pillow here. Then I've got another one. That goes there. And what I'll do is I'll start to make it and I'll tuck it in, right? I'll pull that here. I've got another pillow, of course, right? So these go there. This, the color one, that goes there. And I'll tuck it in tight, 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 tighten it, tighten it. The other one is at the end of my bed, right? And I'll shimmy my way out so that when I wake up in the morning and the first thing my feet touch the ground, my bed's already made. Can you imagine the rush of the first thing in the morning? You roll out of bed, wait a minute, my bed's already made? It is a wonderful way to start the day.
This good vibes guy just invented some extremely good way here of doing things, you see? But now this one, I think in the process of making the bed while still on it, you can continue or fall asleep, you see? And I have questions for our good vibes friend here. Why does he have 6 pillows? Oh, what are they for? Or each part of the body has a pillow of their own. Maybe one for the arm, one for the feet, head for the neck. How does it go? Or it's normal? Myself, I don't think there is even use for a pillow. I've been sleeping like that since I was born. And I'm just okay. Or maybe have neck issues. I've never felt anything weird. Good vibe sauce. These things are interesting to watch, you see? I hope you are enjoying and hit that like button. Let's continue watching.
It happened at the Vatican. I saw it. We were supposed to meet with the Pope, and I went and I met with several cardinals, I think the good cardinals, and I saw stuff that I had never seen before. That night, we were with, I don't even remember who they were, but they were the most Christ-like, cardinals and preachers or whatever they were. You could tell everybody's guard in that group, everybody's guard was up. And all of a sudden, and I'm not kidding you, the room dropped 10 degrees. And I happened to be looking at the door way across this huge room. And here comes this guy. So he was the main guy that, you had to get by if you were going to get to the Pope. And I said, holy cow, who is that guy? And the whole the whole group of really nice guys turned around and looked at him, and one of them turned back and went, "Oh, you can feel that?" And I said, "Oh, yeah." And they were like, "Oh, good sense on you." Oh, no, he's leading the opposition. So he's the guy, I think, that was helping thwart Benedict. But it's exactly what we saw in 2016. It's what we're now seeing in the EU, where the people with power are just taking people out.